Hi, this is Anita, and I'm on day 9 of the Master Cleanse. I started this process about 9 days ago because I'm living here in Texas for 2 years, and one of the challenges I'm having is as you can hear, I'm very congested. And I'm trying to go through a natural means of cleansing out my body and my system so that it can naturally dissolve this, and hopefully there are many other side benefits of doing the Master Cleanse other than just cleaning, just what it says, a cleanse. This book has been around since the 50s. Highly recommend you pick it up. Really, really good to have in your arsenal of for tools of what you could do to make yourself feel better. And even though I sound terrible, I went out and walked my dog for a couple of miles this morning, no problems. I have plenty of energy and everything's great, and I'm actually excited about this because that means it's draining and it's coming out and everything's wonderful. But I just finished my first morning quart. I usually make about a quart at a time, and I thought, you know, what the heck, I ought to videotape what I do for the Master Cleanse. It's really simple, seriously. You could do this many different ways, but the whole idea is to juice some lemons, and this is a really important part of it, and it talks about it in the book. Don't go to the store and buy real lemon juice. Get lemons, organic, and I just went over to my local Kroger and got these in the organic section, organic lemons. Now, because I don't have a Whole Foods close by to me, or you'd think in Texas I would have a lemon tree, I don't yet, that's producing lemons, so I really don't know where these came from. So I am going to peel these, and I'm going to put them through my Brevert juicer. I highly recommend that everybody have a juicer in their kitchen for times when you need to lighten up. Very, very good thing to do, to have in your kitchen as one of your tools. Now, lemons, you could also you can also purchase they come in glass or plastic, a citrus juicer that's actually like it looks round. I don't have mine out with me right now. It's at my home up in Michigan, but it's a round thing like this. It looks like it's got a mound, and it's got a mound in the center, either a plastic or a glass mound in the center with ridges on it, and you could take a half lemon and do this to it, squeeze it like this motion, and it will actually produce juice. That's also very good. I'm going to put the whole lemon in my juicer, get a little bit of the pulp as well. The fiber will do well in my drink as well. I have washed, and I have found really good organic lemons that I know are from a good source, and I have just cut the stems off, and I have just washed the outsides with a nice fruit wash, and actually juiced the whole thing, skins and all. It tastes just as good as well. So, but today we're going to peel these because they're just, I'm not so sure about the quality of the lemons, so I'm going to go through and just, and if you want to help, you can cut off these. Okay, so we took a few minutes and paused the video so that we could come up with the peeled lemons for you, so that you didn't have to spend that listening to it. Another great thing is we're going to take these. The other reason why I like to peel it is that the reason why I wanted to peel it is because I'm not sure if these have been artificially colored. They seem to appear really yellow to me, and I've seen some that, you know, when I get organic lemons that don't appear to be, they just don't appear necessarily this bright. It seems a little, so I'm just gonna be safe. I'm gonna let the worms take care of that, and so, or we'll compost that, then our worms will clean that out, and we'll have some beautiful worm castings to add to our plants later. And for right now, we've just got these really beautiful lemons. We are going to juice them, and I'm going to put them in this nice jar to save in the refrigerator, with a nice little cap. These are really great. Drink on them, whatever. They're nice on purpose. And it's wonderful. So here's my machine. It's already put together. This isn't a how-to class, so we're just going to go ahead. I'm going to turn this on and juice this up real quick. This will be a little loud, but only take a second. And voila, we're done. I like this. The reason why I like my Brevert is that it has a centrifuge system that doesn't heat up, so I haven't added any heat. It has just a better quality of juicing, and I do like juicing fresh greens. But as I said, right now we're focusing on the Master Cleanser to cleanse out my body. So I always tip my machine a little bit like this. And my husband is patiently waiting here. He's very excited because he's got some more food that he could give to the
We'll put it in the composter.
Yep, it just adds to the composter, and life is good. As I said, this all can be done by hand. I'm going to just put this aside. So now I have a luscious juice, and that was about, I don't know, it must have been about 8 lemons, maybe 8 lemons. But I got about, 800 cc's, about 15 ounces of juice. And that's going to be really wonderful. And I'm just going to go ahead and pour it in here so that I can have it in a container for later. And look at that. Woo! And I won't worry about that because I'm going to put it right in this water. This is my water. I do not drink out of the tap water. In fact, all water that I drink, I filter through my Berkeley water filter. I have 2 different kind of water filters in my Berkeley water, especially down here in Houston. We do pull the water out of the faucet. I have both a fluoride filter and the regular carbon filter that it has for everything else. All of the water here in Houston is treated with fluoride. I highly recommend you look into that. Not something I want to ingest, nor do I want to put in my children's or grandchildren's bodies. So the idea with the Master Cleanser is that for every glass, and figure, every glass, you put in 2 tablespoons of lemon juice, 2 tablespoons of maple syrup, grade B maple syrup. Something really interesting, Vermont has changed its grading, this was in Vermont. It's not just blamed on Vermont, but it's just that it's not even a blame. But the maple syrup has now changed its way of grading. So to get at least B or C better, you might see the grade B is, you want the darker because it has more nutrients and it has more of the minerals in it that comes from the tree. The first run of maple tree run is usually lighter in color, has a little less nutrients, a little less maple taste, which is normally in what you get is grade A. Grade A doesn't mean that that's the best. In this case, actually, grade B and even grade C is better. It has more nutrients and has more of that maple flavor. But some people don't like the minerally taste, and that's why grade A sells better in the store. Grade B and C are cheaper, so I highly recommend you find a local source or go online, obviously, Texas doesn't have maple trees for maple syrup. But go online, find a good Michigan or Vermont or anywhere along. I'm from Michigan, so I'm going to throw that out there. But a nice, buy it locally and buy it from a smaller, person who processes sap. This, and you'll get just a better quality. Be careful of maple syrup made in Canada. Some maple syrup processors actually use formaldehyde tablets in the holes in the tree, so that the tree doesn't heal itself and it continually runs sap. Very bad formaldehyde in the maple syrup, so please be very careful. It is illegal in the U.S. to use formaldehyde tablets, but it is not illegal in Canada. And many of the store maple syrups that are sold are a blend of U.S. and Canadian syrups. So really do your research on your syrup. I'm not, this is just, I'm not going to advertise what syrup you get. You find your own source and use that. So I have a favorite sugar bush up in Wisconsin that I like to use for my buddy Teddy. And hopefully I'm going to get some this year. Woohoo! And so it's kind of fun. So here, this is 30, everybody knows quart's 32 ounces. If you don't, it's 32 ounces. I have not quite filled this up because I'm going to add quite a bit of lemon and quite a bit of maple syrup for this. Now, because I tend to, I'm a little bit heavier than I should be, I'm using a little bit lighter on the maple syrup. So I'm going to put about 4 tablespoons of maple syrup into this batch, but this batch would actually call for about 6 tablespoons. But I'm just going to add 4. I'm just trying to keep my, just trying to keep it, because I do need to eliminate as well as get better and heal. So it's okay for me to use a little bit less. In the book, it also talks about how you can use blackstrap molasses as well. as especially if you're a diabetic. But you can, for now, maple syrup. I will. That's what it normally calls for. And there's also talks about sorghum as well. And then so we're just going to add and this will be got a little foam from juicing. I think I'll use it out of here first. So I'm just going to add the tablespoon, what's left in here. And I just kind of measuring, but to be honest with you, there's 2, there's not quite 3. If I go over a little bit on this, I'm not going to worry too much about it, because there's a lot of foam in that. I'm just going to kind of go, yep, that's good.
How many was that?
That's about 6 tablespoons. 6 tablespoons of each, but in this case I cut down to 4 on the maple syrup. Now this is ready to go back to the refrigerator. Now we got to add the cayenne pepper. This is really good. This is what is breaking up the mucus in my body right now, and that's why you're seeing that I'm having the breakup here. So it's 1/4 of a teaspoon, or 1/8 of a teaspoon for every glass. Excuse me. And for that, you can hear I didn't have that cough or anything when I started. So this is 1/4 of a teaspoon. I do a little bit of a rounded 1/4 of a teaspoon. You could put up to 3, a little bit more, like a 1/4 and then plus an 8. The cayenne pepper burns a little bit in my throat right now because it is cleansing, and so there's a little soreness there. But so I'm only doing a little round 1/4. Plus, this is a very hot source of pepper that I got from that I've had in bulk. Got it from the organic store. I think it's a Frontier blend of cayenne pepper, and it's very hot. And then we're just going to shake this up. Shake it up good. Woo! It's what I love about ball jars. I mean, you can can in them, but when you juice, they make really great containers. I carry this with me. I actually go take this to work with me. I am a controller / interim CFO at a company, and I truly have this sitting on my desk, and people come in and go, "What are you doing, drinking hooch?" And I'm like, "No, but I don't really care. I drink my water out of glass. I don't like drinking out of plastic. That's just what I do for me." And it is really good. I thought you'd have a drink, but I know you're scared. Anyways, so here you go. You can drink up to, it calls for drinking up to 8 to 12 glasses of this a day. There are 4 glasses in each of these, and I do about a half a gallon, and then I start out my morning with and I finish the rest of my day with water. And two of these a day is plenty for what I need to keep me active, fit, and full of energy. Thank you very much, and I hope you have a great day.